What if I told you with just one row and a few stitches, you can create this stunning shawl? Yes, it is true. With just one repeating row, you can create this beautiful Gouina Shawl by Janica Carter, inspired by waterfalls. Have you ever noticed how waterfalls feel both peaceful and powerful at the same time? They're majestic, they're ever moving, and always adapting. That feeling of movement and power and flexibility is what inspired this shawl. This design echoes the long, flowing shape of cascading waters with colors that melt into each other, just like water flowing downstream. Janica created this shawl with a linen stitch, which is just gorgeous. It creates a fabric that almost looks woven or knitted. Also, we do have a knitted version of this shawl called Gathering if you would love to check that one out. And this shawl has a calm, rhythmic texture that really lets the yarn shine. And if you love hand-dyed yarn, this shawl is perfect for it because it really allows all the subtle color variations of the yarn to show up beautifully. We use our stunning hand-dyed waterfall hues in our Pearlescent Fingering yarn for this. Our Pearlescent Fingering yarn is a silky, shimmering, flowing blend of superwash merino wool and mulberry silk. This is a single ply yarn, so it reflects the light so beautifully and just feels so dreamy and soft to the touch. You can download this pattern and get the yarn over at expressionfiberarts.com. And while you're there, be sure to sign up for email and for text updates for a weekly free knit and crochet patterns. And to make this shawl even more fabulous, it is super easy to make. To get started, we're gonna work a couple setup rows. So we're gonna go ahead and begin by working 47 foundation single crochets. And these are super fun if you haven't tried these before. You start with the chain 2, and you're gonna go ahead and insert your hook into that first chain that you worked. Pull up a loop. Now you're going to yarn over and pull through 1 to create a chain, and then yarn over, pull through 2 to create a single crochet. So that's your first one. Then you're going to turn your little piece to the side, and this chain that you just created, you're going to insert your hook under both legs of that, like so, and go ahead and pull up a loop. And we're going to continue to repeat. So yarn over, pull through 1 to create a new chain, and yarn over, pull through 2 to create your second single crochet. So you now have 2. So to create all 47 of these, continue to repeat, inserting your hook under both legs of the most recently made chain, pulling up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1 to make a new chain, yarn over, pull through 2 to make your third foundation single crochet. I've gone ahead and worked the 47 foundation single crochets, and it makes a nice stretchy start to your project. For row 2, you're going to turn, and you're going to start with a chain 1, and you're going to single crochet into each of the first 11 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And then into your next single crochet, you're going to work single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet. And we're just going to continue repeating that around 11 single crochets, and then in the next single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Here's what we have after you've worked row 2 of the setup rows, and you can see we're basically creating 4 wedges. So what you do here, you're going to do the same thing here and here and here. Now we're going to start row 3, which is the final setup row, and then we'll get into the repeating row for the body. You're going to turn and start with a chain 1, and then you're going to work 2 single crochets into the first stitch. 1 and 2. Now you're going to repeat across, single crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, skip the next single crochet, and single crochet into the next stitch. So we're starting to create our linen stitch now. Chain 1, skip 1, single crochet into the next, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet into the next, and we're trying to get over here to this little spine. Chain 1, skip 1, single crochet into the next, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet into the next. And when you get to this chain 2, into the chain 2, you're going to work single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet. And you're going to continue repeating that all the way to the end. And when you do get to the final stitch, you just want to make sure that you work 2 single crochets into that. 1 and 2. We have now completed our setup rows, and we are ready to learn the 1 repeating row that you will work for the rest of the shawl. For row 1 of the body, which is the only row of the body, we're going to go ahead and turn and start with chain 1. Then you're going to work 2 single crochets into the first stitch. 1 and 2. Then you're going to go ahead and single crochet into the next stitch as well. Then you're going to chain 1, you're going to skip this next single crochet, and you're going to single crochet into the next chain 1 space. So chain 1, single crochet into the next chain 1 space, and continue repeating that. Chain 1, skip the next single crochet, and single crochet into this next chain 1 space. And we're creating that beautiful linen stitch. Chain 1, skip the single crochet into the chain space. And you'll continue repeating this until you're 2 stitches before your next chain 2 space. Chain 1, single crochet into that chain 1 space. Then you're going to go ahead and chain 1, and you're going to skip this next single crochet and single crochet into the next single crochet. Then into this chain 2 space, you're going to work single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet. Then you'll also single crochet into this next stitch. And you're just going to continue repeating that across your row. Once you've repeated that across your row and you have 3 single crochets left, you're going to have a chain 1 here. You're going to skip that next single crochet into the next one, and then you're going to work 2 single crochets into the last single crochet. 1 and 2. Here's what you have so far. You've got your 4 repeating sections, and this is just going to continue to grow outward this direction. And then you're just going to repeat row 1 for the rest of the shawl. You just change colors when the pattern tells you to. It is simple, it is relaxing, and it is so much fun to make. And when you're all finished, you're going to have this gorgeous draping shimmering shawl that is going to remind you of the beauty of staying strong yet adaptable. Enjoy this beautiful day, my friend, and hop on back next week because we are going to have another gorgeous new design for you as always. I will see you then. Bye!